What is up, guys? My name is Squishyspud, and I know I haven't made a video for quite some time here, but with two of my most anticipated games of the year coming around right around the corner, that being Sea of Thieves on Xbox One and PC, and Far Cry 5 on Xbox One, PC, and PS4. I want to take some time to talk a little bit about my hopes for these games at release and in the future. Today we're going to talk about Sea of Thieves, as that's the one right around the corner. It's coming out the Tuesday the 20th. And Sea of Thieves was nice enough to present pre-orderers and Xbox Insiders with a few betas leading up to the release. The last one, which actually ended last weekend on the 18th. They gave us a small sample of the quests, missions, and customizations, and have been very vocal on what to expect in the full release in the future. That being said, there were a few things that I haven't heard mentioned that I'd like to see implemented throughout the life of the game, maybe at release or maybe in the future. So let's do this. So the first thing that I would love to see and haven't really heard anything about is minigames. With such a heavy build around hanging out with friends for a fun day of drinking and bullshittery, I'd love to see some sort of maybe drinking games or even betting gold on card games. I'm one of those guys who knows what he wants but doesn't really know what he wants exactly. You know what I mean? Just like, I know I want minigames, but I don't really know what they are. I think that maybe adding some gambling card games into the game, or any kind of gambling or things like that you can do on outposts, or maybe even with your crew in your own ship, would just add a little more depth and a little more fun and reality to the game. Secondly, I really wish there was more emphasis on undersea exploration. The map is pretty vast, but in comparison to the explorable land areas, it actually feels quite small. Sure, they have some shipwrecks, but I just feel that how amazing and inviting yet treacherous the water does feel in-game and look. I just wish there was more reason to actually just go in for a dip. Maybe some underground caverns with air pockets that you could explore, or just more undersea, on the ocean floor type things. And while we're on the subject of water, I would love to see a little more variation to the aquatic life. This may be in the final release, I don't know, I haven't really heard anything about it, but I'd love to see maybe a few more species of shark, and a little more selection when it comes to the fish and the general other sea life. Make the ocean feel more alive, because right now the only two reasons I can think of jumping in the water are to explore shipwrecks, and to go swimming to the island that you docked way too far away from. Next, I'm hoping for an ever-growing song list of music that I can play with my crew. Maybe make them purchasable at shops, or maybe it's music that you can find on islands and in shipwrecks. Who knew that playing the hurdy-gurdy or the accordion would be so much fun? But I feel that if it wasn't in the game, we wouldn't notice. But because it's in the game, it's actually now become vital to the game. It's part of the game. Like, you look at Sea of Thieves and you imagine playing music with your friends. And it's cool that whoever starts to play, if you jump in with them, you're actually playing in sync together. You don't have to try and line up your songs together. So it's really cool, but I'd love to see a large expanse of different types of music. And I haven't heard whether it's going to be in there or not. I would imagine it would be, but I just personally don't remember hearing about it. Moving right along, and I'm not sure about the rest of you, but I kind of wish to have larger crews. Sailing on the galleon with 3 others is basically the bread and butter of this game. If you played any of the betas and you didn't absolutely love them, then you were most likely sailing alone. But wouldn't it be awesome to travel in bigger crews with bigger ships? I think so. But they'd have to be careful not to run the risk of making the game pretty much completely inaccessible to those that do end up on the ship on their own. And of course, what is a game without fresh content? I truly hope that Rare and Microsoft work hard to ensure that they have plenty of additional content to add, in a reasonable amount of time. This could come in the form of new personalization items, quests, or maybe even a world expansion. As a side note, while typing out the script for this show, I had a thought about other devastating foes that could be added that are on par with the Kraken, like ghost ships from Pirate Law, things of that nature. And another YouTuber had also mentioned, and I wish I could remember his channel, adding more to the sea battles in way of maybe a harpoon gun or just different weapons. But he did mention maybe a harpoon gun that could slow the enemies and things like that. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Am I wrong? Do you agree? Or do you have other things you'd like to see? I hope to see you out there, you scurvy dogs. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know if you liked the video by clicking the like button, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.